The next step is the product approval. Let's assume that the lab testing went well, and then they moved it out to the field, and the field testing went well. The technicians are happy with the product. It does what it says it was supposed to do. They're happy with it. They give it the big thumbs up. That's always a good feeling when the product works in the field and it works within their system. So now, having them say, yay, we love it, it's great, is not good enough. You really have to make sure that they generate some type of report, an evaluation of the product. You will then use this evaluation, this report, to actually go to purchasing and find ways to try to get this into the system. Now again, if you have an internal champion within the company, they can help you work the process to get it into the system. But keep this in mind. Once the report is generated, be ready to provide drawings of the product, specifications sheets for the product, and also any type of documentations on how to troubleshoot the product or any training documents that you may have. So all that information can now be loaded onto the system if it's in electronic form. The key objective here is to make sure that our product gets a part number assigned to it. And that part number is the client's part number. Once it gets a part number, it is then loaded into the system with the appropriate pricing. Once it's in the system, that's it. That is the beginning of the sales process in terms of getting the first order, which is the next phase. Once it's in the system, that means that different departments or different divisions can now go onto the system and actually order that product, and that is exactly the position that we want to be in. The next step, the final phase, step number 7, is to get the first order, and that's always a great feeling.